Good morning. I really need you to take a look at the screen here. And what I need you to see is what we have here. UN says cyber violence is equal to physical violence against women. Now, before we can talk about how listen, this is all a disguise. I'll tell you what this really is in a minute, but let's just go to their definition of cyber violence. The UN defines it specifically says violence against women, but it says any act of gender-based violence that results in or is likely to result in physical, sexual, or psychological harm or suffering to women, including such threats of acts. The report notes that cyber violence is an extension of that definition. That includes acts like trolling, hacking, spamming, and harassment. You know, all things that women do to men. The report also argues that cyber touch is recognized as equally as harmful as physical touch, suggesting that online harassment might be just as lethal as domestic violence or sexual abuse. Well, this whole article is complete bullshit. But I'm not even going to read the whole thing. I just wanted you guys to take a quick look at it and just I can't. This is just complete crap. But there's some things I want to highlight in here, and well, just read it for yourself. But listen, I just want to tell you this. Anita Sarkeesian, the feminist, or so-called feminist, Anita Sarkeesian, who obviously doesn't want equal rights, she just wants superior rights, who says that harassment isn't just what's illegal. Harassment is also, calling a woman a liar, saying "fuck off," you ain't shit, things like that. That's also cyber violence and harassment, and what they want to stop. Listen, what the truth is, the people that are behind this thing, they might claim that they want freedom of speech. They might claim this, but they don't want freedom from speech. You see, right here in this article, it says to be disconnected from the 21st century is like having your freedom disrupted. But nobody can stop you. I mean, people can say stuff to you online, but nobody can stop you from being on the technology. Your right to work, your right to learn, your right to freedom of speech. They don't want freedom of speech. What these people really want is freedom from speech. They want freedom from speech that they do not like. Anything they don't want to hear, they don't want you saying. I think it was George Orwell who said, freedom is the ability to tell people what they do not want to hear. I think that was George Orwell. And you know what? He had it right. If you can't tell people what they don't want to hear, you don't really have true freedom. And that's why we have freedom of speech. But listen, but the point is here, what these people are really asking for, what they're disguising this as, is something like this cyber violence is something totally bad. It's not violence at all. It's just people telling you things that they don't want, that you don't want to hear. And what these people are wanting is freedom from speech. They don't want to hear this. They want to make it so you can't tell women, because they're sexist too, that you cannot tell women anything that they do not want to hear online. But you could still talk shit to men all that they want if they had their way. This is why some of you, more men need to start writing their congressmen. And some of these, and I think when you're abusing your power, like to try to have somebody fired because you don't like what they say, that's one thing. But when you start abusing your power and you're promoting things that talk about stripping rights from people, then you need to be removed, and that's what these people are doing, and that's why they should be removed from their positions and things like that. I think they should be removed from their positions, and I would definitely sign any petition that said so. And also, they're promoting overt sexism. This whole article is sexist, and it is not covert. It is overt. It specifically says violence against women. That's why we need to stop this. I really hope that the white knights who pandered to this woman and make it possible for her to say and do the things that she does, and well, it's mostly women, but there are some white knights who do this, and I hope they just find it within themselves to stop and see what this woman is doing or helping to do. And I hope that the United Nations acts like they, or the people that are in the United Nations acts like they have some sense and do the right thing, and everybody goes out and writes their congressmen, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Have a great day. Remember, the power is yours.